Hello everyone, I'm Tommy with Studio Sin. Regardless of the fact that more and more jobs are less brick and mortar, less going to an actual physical location and working, a lot of people are working from home. Still though, there are very many jobs that take place in an office environment, making it necessary to choose fragrances that are office friendly. What does that exactly mean? Well, when we return, I'm going to go over 10 fragrances that are office friendly, that aren't challenging, that offend nobody, even the most sensitive nose. So stay tuned, we've got that and more coming up. Hey guys, and welcome back. Many of you still have to make a commute and physically go to an office environment to work. What is it that you can choose to wear that really won't offend anybody? Or I see on forums many people asking the opinions of others, what's a good fragrance to wear either to a job interview or to the office that won't cause a sensitive nose to perk up and say, hey, what are you wearing? I don't like that, or become offended by. So I've chosen 10 fragrances today to show you that are office friendly. Let's go ahead and jump into these 10. Our first office friendly fragrance comes from the house of Guerlain. It came out in 2016. L'Homme Ideal, the Eau de Parfum edition, has all of the components that make a very masculine, very pleasing, crowd-pleasing, and compliment-pulling fragrance. Yet it isn't offensive. It's one of those strong Eau de Parfums. It's also very subtle. And in fact, that's the quality that all of these share. They're very strong, and yet they have a subtle side to them. They're not gonna like slap anybody in the face or offend. A creation of Terry Wasser and Delphine Jelk, again came out in 2016, features top notes of almond, it's got bergamot, some spices in there. Bulgarian rose, frankincense, and vanilla are in the heart, resting on a base of sandalwood, tonka bean, and some leathery notes. So there's a light leather sensitivity to this, but really what comes out in that base is a very creamy, almondy, which is similar to the L'Homme Ideal cologne, but it's less almondy and more frankincense and leather. But it's a very light, very masculine leather. It's not going to be something that's deep, dark, and cloying or offensive to anyone. It's very pleasant, very subtle. L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. Our next office-friendly fragrance came out in 2019. It's relatively new to the scene, but I really love the DNA, the scent profile of this. It is from Tiffany and Love for Him. Really enjoy that presentation. Take the lid off. You've got which is really nice. The ampersand, as some would call it, in the middle there, and light blue juice. So it's not a generic blue fragrance. It's very similar to maybe the Eau de Parfum edition of Dolce & Gabbana's K. This is a creation of Sophie Lavalier and Nicolas Baliou. It came out again in 2019. You've got ginger, mandarin orange, and cardamom in the top, juniper, cypress, geranium, and lavender in the heart, resting on a base of blue sequoia, sandalwood, and a dry, elegant vetiver. The scent profile of this fragrance is masterful. It's very masculine. It's got that really nice blue built into it, the blue genre, but it's also got kind of a soft, powdery side to it, even though it's bracing in the same token. So these notes work in tandem to create a very unique profile that's very, very much a compliment puller and a compliment getter. However, it doesn't last supremely long, and that's what makes it a perfect office. It lasts just long enough for as your day starts waning, you got that last 15-minute break before you go home. This will also start becoming a skin scent. Excellent and unique scent profile. Love for Him. Our next office-friendly fragrance came out in 2010. It's from Dolce & Gabbana. Dolce & Gabbana released many different flankers of the one fragrance, and they were trying to kind of ping each different genre of fragrance so that everyone could have something. You've got grapefruit and pepper in the top, you've got lavender, fennel, and cardamom in the heart, resting on a base of patchouli and vanilla. The One Gentleman is a very well-balanced fragrance. It's lightly spicy, it's lightly herbaceous, even just a little bit vegetal, and that's what gives it its green presence, its green vibe and intelligence. Really the best way to describe this is Dolce & Gabbana's The One gone green. Besides the OG one and the One Gray, the One Gentleman is probably the best suited for the office environment. Another recent release to the ranks of office-friendly fragrances for men came out in 2019 from the house of Terry Mugler. Another addition to the Amen or Angel for Men line, Angel for Men Ultimate. Boasting a very simple scent profile but a very powerful presence, you've got bergamot, cedar, mochaccino, and balsam fir. So really 4 notes. You've got 4 notes spread out among the fragrance pyramid. This is one of my favorite fragrances though. It seems like the simpler a scent DNA or profile, the more elegant it is, and actually better overall the personality and the body of the fragrance. I'm actually spraying this because I'm wearing it today. It fits them very delicately in this bottle, but the profile of the scent is very, very much powerful. It's very manly, it's very masculine, but it's also very compliment pulling. It's slightly minty, it's very refreshing. It's lightly playful, yet very serious. It's not too shy, it never gives too much, but it never pulls away when there's a job required for it. Terry Mugler's Angel for Men Ultimate. When this office-friendly scent first came out, it was touted as being kind of synthetic, and it kind of got some knocks from the fragrance community, but I'm here to tell you it's a fantastic fragrance, and it's especially good for the office environment. It is from the house of Issey Miyake. It was launched in 2018. L'Eau Supermajor de C has proven itself to be a fantastic, very reliable, blue office-friendly scent. Aurélien Gauchard and Fabrice Pellegrin are the 2 fragrance designers, master perfumers that created this. You've got clary sage and rosemary in the top, patchouli, amberwood, cashmeran, and black salt in the heart, resting on a base of tonka bean and vanilla. Very similar to Fusion de C, this is a year-round scent. This is one of those blue fragrances that also carries some remarkable winter capabilities. It contains elements of both summertime and wintertime. Actually, again, a year-round fragrance. Now, does it have synthetics in it? Of course it has synthetics in it, and I posit that that's the reason that it actually lasts as long as it does. The performance of this is great. It's going to last as long as you do at the office. You'll get a good 8 hours performance out of this. Right about the end of the day when you're ready to go home, this one does pull back a little bit, and this becomes a really nice, pleasant kind of ambiance. Proving once again, Issey Miyake is a brilliant designer featuring fragrances for office-friendly environments, L'Eau Supermajor de C. Our next office-friendly fragrance came out in 2018. It is from the house of Bentley. Bentley Momentum Unlimited is from the nose of Michel Almerac. It was launched again 2018. It's one of those fragrances that I really enjoy, that green apple that's in the top. It's got grapefruit, green apple, and cardamom in the top. You've got cedarwood, vetiver, and sandalwood in the heart. Resting on a base of musk, you've got leather in there and a really nice touch of ambroxan. It gives it that modern spin, that modern feel and presence. I describe ambroxan as kind of like a parachute. Parachutes hold the gas that keeps it floating. Ambroxan is much the same way, only it contributes to the voluminous nature of this fragrance. It's got a really good performance. The smell is masculine, it's pleasing. This has proven time and again to be a compliment puller for me in any situation where people are around. And yet it's not overpowering. Instead of being like a slap on the face, this is more like a tap on the shoulder. So it gets you the attention with the right attitude. Bentley's Momentum Unlimited. Our next office-friendly scent was released by Paco Rabanne in 2017. Paco Rabanne's Pure Excess has become a very popular fragrance. For those of you that don't like Invictus, you'll really enjoy this because it's kind of a divergent path. For those of you that love Invictus, you'll probably really like this because it'll remind you of it. Caroline Demure and Filippo and Bruno Jovanovic were the trio of perfume masters that created this. There's ginger, plant juice, thyme, vanilla, cinnamon. There's also leather in here. There's vanilla, there's musk, myrrh, there's sugar, and there's even a liqueur, making it just a little bit boozy. But it's just a nuance of booze. Just enough to be very unique, very masculine, and also ultra sexy. This is one of the sexy office fragrances that I would recommend that everyone's gonna enjoy. It's a scent that no matter where you come from, who you are, what your agenda is, you can truly enjoy this. Even if you're really susceptible to scents or your nose is very delicate, there's nothing about this that's harsh or bracing. It's a very soft, subtle scent, but also a very strong, powerful one, all in the same fell swoop. Now this one has a little bit, it's almost like opening a flip lighter. It opens that way. Once you turn your atomizer facing that way, then you can use this finger on the side to kind of spray it. And that way, not spray your finger. Such a good fragrance. If you purchase this and you've set it aside in lieu of other fragrances, get it back out again. You'll be surprised how powerful yet subtle and how perfect of an office scent Pure Excess is by Paco Rabanne. Our next scent that is perfect for an office environment continues to surprise me how much I really like that scent profile and kind of how deep it goes. It's a very earthy, very musky fragrance for men. It came out in 2017. Christophe Renault is the nose behind Juche Wow. Got bergamot, cardamom, and violet in the top, geranium, fir balsam, and vetiver in the heart, resting on a base of cashmere, tonka bean, and vanilla. Have you noticed how many of these fragrances have cashmere, tonka bean, and vanilla in them? It's because that trio of notes create a very soft, understated scent profile, and yet they're very long lasting. The reason that they're a base are that they have a resinous or fixative nature or quality, meaning they fix into place or they bond or keep together all of these notes that are perfect for an office environment. And Juche Wow is no less a fragrance that is perfect to be around other people with. It's got a very nice, dry, elegant, classy scent profile that is very earthy as well. It's one of those subtle scent trail scents that when someone smells, they're like immediately galvanized by. Juche Wow continues to wow me, and if you have it, it will definitely pull you compliments in an office environment. As a fragrance house, Azzaro has released a tremendous number of awesome men's fragrance. This one is no less a great office-friendly fragrance. Jacques Huclier and Olivier Pichou created it in 2017. Chrome Pure has mandarin orange, it's got bergamot and orange blossom in the top, it's got akigala wood, it's got pepperwood and atlas cedar in the heart, resting on a base of tonka bean and musk. This one has a relatively powerful scent profile, but it's so pleasant, it's almost like walking into a mist. It's lightly sweet, but it's a very masculine fragrance, and that sweetness never turns. It never makes it cloying or heavy. It's perfect in spring and summertime, and yet there's a very cool sensibility about this that makes it great for wintertime as well. The very first hour to hour and a half that I had it on, somebody asked me what I was wearing, and they really liked it. And I think 2 or 3 people even purchased it based on me wearing it to the office that very first day. So Chrome Pure, it's a fantastic office-friendly fragrance that others will enjoy and want to wear as well. One of the most enjoyable fragrances in this line of fragrance, also created by one of the best female perfumers in the industry today, Annick Menardo. 2019 is the year of release. Boss Bottled Infinite. Infinite is one of those blue fragrances that says, hey, I don't want to be just blue, I want to be a little bit of my own thing. It retains the blue nature of a blue fragrance, obviously in color and as well as palette, but it diverges a little bit too, and it has its own unique personality and scent profile, and that's what makes it so enjoyable. And also, any fragrance that uses a fantasy note like apple, the way that this one does, I am a fan of. Along with apple in the top, you've got tangerine, cinnamon, and sage. You've got patchouli, rosemary, and lavender in the heart, resting on a base of soft, creamy sandalwood and olive wood. It's got a lively, spicy sensibility about it while carrying some nice citrics and that nice apple scent throughout the life of the fragrance, and this is what makes it unique. Boss Bottled Infinite. One of the best office-friendly fragrances that you can have in your office-friendly scent collection. That's it for my 10 office-friendly fragrances. There are so many more scents out there though that fit that category. If you have experience with these, let me know what your experience has been like in the comments below. Also, if you feel like other fragrances belong in this category, and I certainly do, there are many out there, let me know what you think about that as well and which ones you think need to be included in future videos. For those of you working in an office, definitely respect what you do, keep doing your thing, but definitely check these out. I think you'll truly enjoy them. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out today's video. As always, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I'm Tommy with Studio Sense, and I'll see you tomorrow.